What's up, summoners? Spectre here. Today, I'm going over the top science champions to pull early on in your MCOC career that can carry your account all the way up to Elder difficulty. So, when you're spinning those crystals, these are the champions you want popping up because they're massive wins for progression. Let's get right into it. Before we jump in, if you're enjoying the content, make sure to like, subscribe, and share the video with your alliance. It's completely free, and every share gets you one step closer to becoming a mega whale. First up, we've got Hulk. This guy is an absolute monster for early and mid game progression. Huge stun potential, massive damage output, and very simple to use. Awakened or unawakened, Hulk is going to smash through story content and help you clear fights fast. Sometimes simple and brutal is exactly what you need. Next up, another Hulk, Immortal Hulk. I've got a soft spot for this guy because he helped me out a ton early on when I just needed to go full ground and pound mode on difficult fights. His immortality mechanic is insanely useful for surviving longer, and if you play him right, he can even heal back up to full health. Definitely a high risk, high reward champion, but when he gets rolling, he feels unstoppable. So next up, we've got a newer science champion, and that is Lizard. This guy has been putting in serious work for me in the Colosseum against Ebony Maw right now. One of the most annoying mechanics in MCOC these days is miss, and Lizard completely shuts that down. That alone gives him massive value for progression and some really annoying fights throughout story content. He's also great for longer quests. We all know potions are expensive, especially early on. And if you get clipped during a fight, Lizard has a really strong regen that helps keep you healthy and saves you from burning through your stash. That extra sustainability goes a long way when you're pushing difficult content. And honestly, his damage isn't even bad either. He hits harder than people expect while bringing utility and survivability at the same time. Overall, just a really solid science champion to add to any roster. Now we've got Count Nefaria. This guy brings an insane amount of utility to the table and honestly feels useful in so many different situations. He's packing a ton of immunities and resistances, including Power Steal, Bleed, Shock, Incinerate, and Degeneration, which makes him incredibly reliable for progression content where annoying nodes can completely shut other champions down. And once awakened, his signature ability gives him access to some really handy regeneration as well, adding even more survivability for longer quests and tougher fights. The amount of utility this guy has is honestly massive. Trust me, if you pull Count Nefaria early on, you've got yourself a very solid champion that can carry you through a lot of content. Now for the next one, I give you Photon. Wow. This champion is on another level. She's incredible in Battlegrounds both defensively and offensively, and she's also an amazing questing champion. Out of everyone we've talked about so far, Photon is putting out some absolutely massive damage, but it's not just damage either. She's got some really valuable utility packed into her kit. She can counter miss, she can go unblockable, and she can parry non-contact attacks, which is insanely useful against some of the newer champions. Especially those fights where you need to reparry the second hit just to land a stun safely. She just brings so much value everywhere in the game. Big damage, strong utility, annoying defender, amazing attacker. Overall, one of the best science champions in the game right now. If she's not already on your most wanted list, she definitely should be. All right, last up, we've got Spider-Woman. You could honestly put her right up there with Photon for the top spot. These two are easily some of the best science champions in the game right now. Spider-Woman is absolutely insane. She's immune to poison, dishes out massive damage, and was even nerfed because she was so overpowered. And even after the nerf, she's still an absolute monster. This is the kind of champion that can carry you through story content and way beyond. Her power stings absolutely melt opponents that dare throw specials into her, and once her damage starts ramping up, the fight can end ridiculously fast. She's also got a really handy evade mechanic, which can save you if you mess up dexing special attacks. And her fury buffs go absolutely crazy once they get rolling. Ideally, you do want her awakened and at a high signature level to get the most out of her kit. But honestly, I wouldn't stress too much about it early on. Even without that, she's still an incredible champion and one of the strongest science pulls you can get for progression. Now for a couple of honorable mentions. First up, Human Torch. This guy doesn't need to be awakened, and honestly, he doesn't even need to be a 7-star. If you've got him as a 6-star, you're already winning. What does he do? He absolutely melts Mystic champions like a hot knife through butter. If there's a Mystic fight you know is going to be annoying, just activate his pre-fight and the fight is basically over before it even starts. He's such a valuable champion to have on your roster and still one of the best Mystic counters in the entire game. And finally, we've got Scorpion. The only reason I didn't put him in the main top list is because not everyone can get access to him as a 7-star right now. Same with Torch. But make no mistake, these champions are next level. Scorpion genuinely needs locking up for the damage numbers he puts out. This guy can hit for over 1 million damage even as a 6-star, which is absolutely ridiculous. On top of that, he's got access to healing and can completely change his damage type using his pre-fight abilities. Enemy immune to poison? No problem. Switch over to shock or rupture and keep the damage flowing. Plus, every stance gives him a different immunity, which makes him insanely flexible for all kinds of content. Honestly, just a mental champion, and one I seriously wish I had. Fingers crossed he comes back around soon, because he's an absolute beast. If this video helped you out at all, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with your alliance mates so they know who to look out for as well. We've got plenty more MCOC content on the way. Guides, battlegrounds, Coliseum runs, champion breakdowns, and a whole lot more. Catch you in the next one. Spectre out.